No, you're not gonna finish talking?
What was it, Charlie?
Yeah. Ooh.
That's weird though. They flipped up. They got the wiring screwed up.
Is that funny? You like your hands, don't you? Tell them we're gonna go to a cave now. We can go inside a cave. That's why I'm dressed up with long sleeves and long pants and I get my new bib on. Oh yeah, tell them about it, Lexi. Tell them. Tell them about it, Alexa.
She loves her voice.
Mm-hmm. Can you try to roll? Can you try to roll? You tried to roll earlier. Good job, you're trying. Oh, good job. Good job. Now it's your first time rolling. It's gonna be in a hotel room. Good job, Lexi. Whoa, look at that big girl.
It is actually melting snow yet from this past winter. As this works its way through the rock, it does help form the cave, slowly but surely. And you know, we humans, we've got a lot of oils in our skin, and if we touch these damp areas, we will deposit the oil that's in our skin. If the area gets touched enough, the water or moisture will stop coming through, and then this important forming process will stop. It's actually called killing the cave. There are some caves that have been touched so much, they've given it up. They aren't growing anymore. And so we want this cave to continue to grow for many future generations, so that's why we ask that only handrails be touched. And so yeah, here will be another one. Sometimes at the bottoms of sinkholes, there will be a cave attached. And Niagara Cave, which is not too far from here, was found in 1932 simply because a farmer lost 3 pigs down the sinkhole. As you come forward now, you're going to be walking over what you might consider an inside sinkhole. There's another cave beneath us. This is all part of the Mystery Cave system. And here it's lost its ceiling. So you look down through the hole and you can see the basement of that lower cave. Of course, we wouldn't have a cave here at all if we didn't have all this rock. How did that get here? Well, if we go back far enough, we have to go back to the days when where we're standing right now was an ocean. This was a tropical paradise. And in that ocean there were animals, many of them had shells. As those animals died, the shells would pile up on the bottom of the ocean floor, and the weight of water above would push down on them and crush them. Put so much pressure on them that they eventually hardened and turned into rock. We call that kind of rock today limestone. This is about a half-foot thick layer of limestone right there. So you're looking at a lot of old crushed shells. Now, that would represent maybe 10 to 15,000 years of ocean just being here, not doing much of anything. Okay? Every so often an ice age would come along. A lot of that ocean water would get sucked up into those icebergs, and so the ocean would disappear for a while. And left behind would be sand and mud that also hardened into rock, and it's the rock that's called shale. Well, gradually those icebergs melted, and the ocean came back, laid around here for several thousand more years, and created more limestone. Then came along another ice age. The ocean was drawn up, we got another layer of shale, and this coming and going of the ocean and the icebergs occurred over almost unimaginable amounts of time, because these interspersed layers extend far above where we can see and far below where we can see. And above our heads here, you'll notice a couple of large round holes. These are called domes, D-O-M-E. You might think, well, are they upside down sinkholes or upside down potholes? No. Remember how this cave was forming? The river was working its way into cracks and dissolving out layer after layer of rock. And as it got up here to this layer, it no longer had the energy to dissolve this whole layer of rock like it had these ones we're standing in. So what it did is find a weak spot in the layer of rock. And where you see there's about 6 cracks feeding into this hole, where those cracks met, that was a weak spot. And so the river would push its way up through that juncture of those cracks and create this round hole, this dome. And you see another one down there and some linear ones here, not quite so deep. They always form on cracks though. And on this cold February day in 1937, he had finished a job like that in a cemetery not too far from here, and he was walking back home on top of the river. It was frozen. And he had a rented cabin near where our visitor center is now. So as he was nearing home, he looked up on the snow-covered hillside and he saw a mound of mud with steam rising from it. And that was real unusual. He wondered, what the heck is going on there? So he took the crowbar that he had with him and he started digging around in the mud. And first thing that happened was that crowbar slipped through Joe's hands. And it took him a long time to hear it go kerplunk. And he was pretty upset. He could not afford to lose his crowbar, and he knew he was going to have to crawl underground to find it again. So he went home and he got some harness from his mule, Jenny, and he tied one end to a tree and stuck the rest of it down into the hole, which he enlarged a little bit, and crawled down. Well, when he got to the end of the harness, he still had not reached his crowbar. What would you do at that point?
I would probably put money in there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good idea, especially if you're down at the bottom catching it. Well, what Joe did is he jumped. Yeah, imagine that. And he ended up right on top of his crowbar, and that made him happy. But then he had to get back out of that hole. And luckily, he could still reach the bottom of the harness, and in the dim light from the hole, which he had enlarged, he could see that this cave was down there. And that's how the cave was discovered, simply because, again, somebody lost something down a sinkhole or down a hole.
Who'd expect that?
No.
Wow.
And Joe could never afford to own the cave, but he was hired to manage it, so he got a job out of the deal. And yeah, and he managed it for many years. Right here now, we're about 100 feet under the top of the earth. And above our heads is one of the real mysteries here in Mystery Cave. What you're looking at right where my light is shining, this is the only spot in Mystery Cave that never ever stops dripping. You know, in winter around here, our groundwater freezes. And consequently, all these formations we're looking at today that are so shiny, that tells you the water's seeing, they will dry as a bone in the winter, except for right here.
Wow.
Yeah. Because most of the land above the cave is privately owned, we can't just go exploring here, there, and everywhere to try to figure out, well, what is feeding this? Why does it leak in the winter time? So we just have to let it be a mystery for now. Maybe someday it'll get figured out, but right now we just don't know. Over here is no mystery. We know how these flowstone blades broke off. Years ago, the early owners had filled everything in up to this level that my flashlight is tracing here. So the guys could go over to the bottom of this formation and reach up with their flashlights, which were a lot bigger and heavier than the one I used, and they would strike these flowstone blades one by one and play music on them. This was a highlight of the tour to Mystery Cave, was to stop here and listen to nature's pipe organ being played. Cool. Probably was pretty cool. But as thick and strong as this flowstone is, it gets hit one too many times and it does break off. Last time these were hit was 1954. And you can see how little they've grown back in that time. So anyway, this is called the Frozen Falls Formation, and above our heads is the Wizard's Beard.
That makes sense. It does look like that, doesn't it?
Well, then when the state of Minnesota bought this cave in 1988, they cleared everything out that the early owners had brought in, and they uncovered all that we're looking at today, including that little pond that got recreated that had been here originally. So that's how we get to see all this beauty today. All right, let's go on up to there.
I'm thinking.
So you'll notice probably how flat everything is in front of us here. This formation is called Shelf Stone, pretty well named, being as it is so flat. And it's a clue as to what was once here. This was once a water-filled passage. These little pools here are all that's left of that water from so long ago. There is so much limestone dissolved in the water in the cave that eventually it hardens everything in, hardens it over, and creates this effect, this shelfstone effect. When you get down here to this pool, you'll actually see a sheet of limestone floating on top of the pool. As that thickens and gets heavy, it will drop to the bottom of the pool, and then the next sheet of limestone forms on top. That gets heavy and drops, and that just continues going on until everything is solid. And to see this actually happening like we do here on this tour is just amazing. This is something you'll probably never see in any other cave you visit, that process right there.